Hello,
Hi. Hi.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for today, and I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Okay. I just did a DNA ancestry report, and I
Okay.
am 5% Norwegian. I didn't know
Oh, wow. How,
that.
how did you find out, or what is this?
It's like you put your DNA saliva inside of a tube, and you send it to a company, and then they do a DNA
Mm.
background on you and see what percentage of what race you are.
Okay. Wow.
So
Good.
yeah, I'm 5% Norwegian now. So
Nice.
um, so we today we are you're talking about your song Post Isolation.
Mm.
Um, some I'm very curious. Um, did you end up isolating yourself in an extreme fashion
Uh,
during quarantine?
yes. Before, like, I think this was probably, I don't remember for how long before Corona, but it was, yeah, a separate thing that didn't have
Oh,
anything
so
to
it's
do with.
separate from Corona.
Yeah, I think at least a year before. Yeah.
Um, and what does your isolation look like? Um,
It's basically that because I moved to Berlin,
mhm.
and I was just finally able to not meet people. That sounds weird. But I mean, I was finally able to just use all my time on music and almost not meeting anyone, and then sitting inside working day, night with the music. And yeah, so it was voluntarily isolation, but with some weird effects.
Like, what do you mean?
So when I then went out after isolation or in between, then it kind of it felt weird. Like I was suddenly like it was kind of like weird to meet people. I was more socially awkward than normal, and I felt like nervous. And I feel like I mentally became very uh, affected by isolation.
Do you feel that you did that purposely for your art?
Yeah, um, just to get like enough time and um, yeah, time and energy for just really getting into working on music.
One of the quotes I have or one of your lyrics inside your song, um, it's hold on, let me find it real fast. Um, okay. Uh, I feared for my close ones. I felt death was near. That's why I kept my distance to avoid my biggest fear. Um, that can very easily be translated into the modern world we live now, the modern COVID world. Um, what does that lyric mean to you?
It means that I kind of like in general felt a little bit more like scared in general for a lot of things, and I don't know how deep I will go into like that specific, but yeah. So I also feared. I have to think about like how much I should say out public, but yeah, if I'm gonna generalize it, I became scared of the people that I care for, that something would happen to them, and got nervous and scared for everything.
Is that more of a mental health perspective?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Okay.
I guess maybe like when you're isolated, and also now when people are isolated, I have a feeling that some levels of, I don't know, some levels are changing when you're not in contact with people as much.
Hmm.
Maybe it's called anxiety levels. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, like alarm system is here.
Yeah, I understand that. That's what do you think the main lesson is that you learned from your isolation?
I think at least when Corona came, I realized that I've maybe taken for granted being social, socializing, and just bonds, how important it is, and how you also how it changes you as a person when you're not with someone, because your identity is made in the meeting of another person. So when you're not seeing so many people, then you might lose a little bit of like the identity feeling that you had.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's not healthy to be isolated too much.
Inside your isolation, are you keeping contact via social media or cell phone?
Yeah,
Yeah, you still
but I
are.
was right now I'm doing it during Corona, and now I just want to be super social. But during that time when it was voluntarily, I was not good at keeping contact on phone. Or, yeah,
That's a difficult situation, huh? When you love your art so much and you
yeah,
just want to be successful and you're like, I'm going to take a year for myself and I'm going to give it my all and just focus clearly on it.
yeah, and yeah, I think you become a little bit of a robot because you're kind of communicating with your computer and
Yeah,
so much inside your own mind. So I think, yeah,
I've felt the same way. I'm a very busy man. I do a lot of
yeah,
things. And while I do those things, I notice that the one thing that makes me human gets stripped away at times.
yeah,
And that's like, hey, how are you? Because I go on autopilot.
yeah,
Oh, what's next? I'm just constantly talking with my head.
yeah,
Did I do this? Did you do that? Are you, don't forget to do this. It's constant conversations and it's that, it's a pressure that I put on myself. So what I do is not just average.
yeah.
So I feel
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Um, the video to post isolation, it shows you as a superhero.
Mm.
Um, you are, what is it that you're fighting in that video?
I guess I'm fighting myself or my own mind.
Hmm.
So I guess, yeah, sometimes you, I guess, need to, or I need at least to sometimes like go step into a different role or character kind of. Maybe I don't do it that little literary in my life, but that was the point for the video, to kind of like, okay, step out of this victim role and be your own superhero. Cliche. Yeah.
Did you internalize that as like I'm a victim to myself?
Mm, no, but I think I got very self-absorbed.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe it's the same also, but I think maybe when you're alone, then you get more time to really like um, dive deep into the layers of your mind, and then I guess then you also focus more on it. So when you have then an issue or a challenge mentally, then I think then it's easier to get self-absorbed and more into those issues when you're more alone. Well, you don't have to think about it so much when you're with others necessarily.
Tell me about you as an artist. When did your journey start?
Uh, I I actually I was going in a I wasn't doing music at all, and I was 21, I think, and studying something else, and then that's when I started. Uh, I had been singing before, of course, like in the shower, and uh, yeah, but mostly making a lot of weird sounds, and then but I started singing for real that when I was, yeah, 21 or something like this. And when I did that, I also because I've always written lyrics. So then when I started singing it, I was like, okay, I will make a song with the lyrics because now I want to sing. Yeah.
Nice. Um, so after you started singing, you're like, oh, I'm gonna start singing. What made you step foot in that direction? Like, what was your first move, decision that like, oh, I sing well, let's start singing? Did you
Um,
just go directly to album, or did you record, or what was
uh,
the steps?
I think yeah. So I borrowed a guitar from someone I live with, and then um, I guess I yeah tried to find some chords which I sung on top of, and I think like the moment I started making music, I bought this small recorder, and then I just started recording while I was making. That was like the first step. So I was yeah early out with recording actually.
Do you have any of those old?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah.
Do you ever go back and listen to them just for to see the progress?
Yeah, I've actually did. I think I did this year, and it sounds horrible, but also kind of like funny. uh, I also use like pencils on glass to make like drum sounds, and yeah, it sounds weird.
um, you seem like a person that I would hang out with. Um,
Okay.
you're a Mortal Kombat fan,
Mm.
and you enjoy horror movies.
Yeah,
Uh, those are my two favorite things: video games and horror movies.
nice.
Um, are you at all interested in the new Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out?
I have not heard about it, but
Oh, okay.
yes, I am.
All right, look into it. It's really, really good. It seems really good. The first Mortal Kombat movie that they had, I was like, this one looks pretty good.
Oh, I didn't know there was any at
Yeah,
all.
there's one. It came out in
Oh,
the 90s,
wow.
early 2000s. I don't know.
Okay, I will actually check out that too. But
Okay.
yeah.
Um, what is a good horror movie that you've seen over your quarantine?
Or the quarantine. Uh, okay, names. And I timeline. I think is Suspiria. No, uh, you know Suspiria. Am I saying it right?
Vesperia?
I feel like I'm saying it the wrong way now.
Okay. How do you spell it?
Let's see.
Oh,
Suspiria. Um.
Suburbia?
Oh, it is Suspiria actually.
Oh shit. Okay. I have never heard of this, so
Okay. Yeah, it's good actually. Now I feel like I should come up with more. I don't know the names, but there is also this family in a home, and then people are okay names. Yeah, so bad.
it's okay. We're good. Have you seen the platform?
No, I think I see the trailer. If it's the one with they're
Yeah,
falling down.
that.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness, it's amazing. To me, it was. Uh,
yeah,
yeah, this guy wakes up and he's on the platform, and
okay,
it starts in the platform, or he's on the floor, a level, and they have a platform that goes through the middle of every through every floor, and
yeah.
it stops there for like a minute and a half, and you can eat as much as you want. It's a banquet when it's on top, but when you go to floor 300, there's nothing left. And there's enough for everybody, but it shows the greed in humanity. How
Yeah,
we would just eat and only care about ourselves if we're on the top, but when we're on the bottom, it also it's I think it was my favorite horror movie of the year 2020.
Okay. And also like a societal comment, kind of.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I will check it out. Now I actually remember the last horror movie I saw, and I thought it was very good. It's actually a Zoom, a Zoom that we are talking
Uh-huh.
on now. It's a Zoom horror movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and it sounds
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
yeah,
remember. I remember hearing about this.
yeah. I actually really enjoyed it.
It was good.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll check it out tonight. I don't have much
yeah,
on tonight, but so I will definitely check it out.
yeah.
Um, is there anything else that you would like to share with us about your song and who you are as an artist?
Hmm. Um, that's a hard question. uh, I don't know. Actually, I can't think of anything. Actually,
Okay. Is there anything that you would want the world to know about your song
hmm.
that maybe I haven't touched on?
Mm, there probably is. It's hard to come up with something right
That's
now.
okay.
Uh,
What's your first language?
Norwegian.
Norwegian. Okay.
Yeah,
I just found out I'm 5%, so it's gonna
yeah.
take a while to learn the language, but um, there's a lot. I have a few friends in the music business or artists that are from Norway.
Okay.
Uh, Elise Eriksson, have you heard of her?
No, I don't know so many. Is she an artist or like?
She's an artist. She's
Yeah.
she's stateside though.
Okay.
And then I can't remember the another one. Um, man, I can't remember her name. And me and her don't talk often. But are you home right now in
Yeah.
Norway? You are?
And in Berlin now.
Berlin.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I heard. Or in my DNA test, uh, I'm 25% German.
Okay. Nice. I think I'm that too, actually,
Yeah,
because my dad's grandfather was German. So isn't that?
yeah,
I'm not good in math, but
yeah. It's a quarter.
yeah.
Yeah. Is and my last question would be: is there anything else that's coming down the way for you for the future? What is your plans for the future as an artist?
I am very far in finishing like the fourth album. Um, I'm working on it these days, and it's very. Yeah, I've come far, and it sounds great. I wish I could release that just after the other, but yeah, so that will happen. Uh, More music will come. Yeah,
Well, it's been an amazing conversation with you. I appreciate you so much. I am a fan of your art,
nice.
and
Thank you.
I I'm definitely looking forward to more of what you have to offer the world.
Good.
Thank you so much. I'll follow you on Instagram.
Nice. And
And
thanks for having me.
no problem. I look forward to the rocket launch of your career.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, you know who else I know from Berlin?
No,
You know Alice Merton?
that I know I've heard something. Yeah. I,
Yeah.
I
She's
don't
in
remember
Berlin.
exactly what it is, but I know that I have listened to her somehow.
Yeah. She's a big star out there, huh? From what I heard.
Yeah.
She's on like a Got Talent show and um yeah,
Yeah,
she's
I feel like I've heard her name a lot of times.
she sings that song No Roots. I've got no roots. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very sure I have listened. Yeah.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Is and your name is Tuva?
Yeah.
Tuva. What does that mean?
Uh, that I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Okay.
I
Just
have checked it out before, but I don't remember.
All right. Thank you so much for everything, and we'll definitely see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good
Have a
one.
good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.